Alright, welcome back to the channel. We are outside today. Well, right now. It's actually quite warm right now, and it is extremely warm inside of the building. So, yeah, we just got done with a little bit of a walk, afternoon walk. I didn't get one out this morning, had some stuff to do. And I want to take a minute to sit there and talk about what I feel is the best farm animal. Now, before I dive into this one, I am not an expert into this. I've been kind of diving into the whole homesteading thing off and on for the last couple years since I've been up on this property. So I am not an expert. Like, I'm still trying to figure out the right way, the wrong way, you know, the ins and outs of doing the whole homesteading thing. But we have dove into farm animals, just your basic farm animals, chickens, goats, turkeys, you know, stuff like that. Stuff that's not really hard to maintain. I mean, goats, they're a bit of a pain, but yeah. So I want to talk about, in my honest opinion, what I feel is the best farm animal to have for homesteading that would provide the most benefit or beneficial, or what I feel is going to be the most beneficial. There we go. We'll just run with that. So, hold on. We got to hydrate. Alright, so over the last couple of years, we've had several different animals. Chickens, goats, pigs, turkeys, guinea hens, and ducks. And I have narrowed it down. Like, when it comes down to pigs, like, we made out pretty good on the pigs. Like, we ended up with, like, 600 pounds worth of meat when we got them butchered. And I think we had, like, 4 or 5 pigs. And I didn't really much care for pigs. Like, we'll probably get more pigs, but when it comes down to pigs, like, yes, we ended up with quite a bit of meat at the end of everything. But they destroy everything. Like, they are a very messy, high-maintenance animal, in my opinion. Like, they get out, they're just gonna, you know, do their thing, and they're complete, total pain in the ass. Says me. I mean, other people might have a different opinion on them, but that's just my opinion. We'll probably end up running pigs again just because we did end up with a good bit of meat at the end of raising them. Goats. Goats I'm still kind of iffy about, because goats will 100% destroy everything. They will eat everything. They don't care about boundaries. They will just, you know, destroy and take over everything. It does not matter. So, goats, I'm not 100% sure on. We've got a couple. I think we're up to like 4 babies now, and 4 grown adults. We haven't really dove into the whole butchering of the goats. They're kind of just turned into pets. Wasn't the initial intention of having goats, but that's how it turned out. So I'm not really 100% sure on the whole goat side of things, but we'll get back to that one at a later date. Now, when it comes down to the chickens, turkeys, ducks, guinea hens, we're just going to mainly focus on chickens just because we just started really diving into the other ones. I'm going to honestly have to sit here and say that chickens, in my honest opinion, are the best livestock, farm animal, homesteading, whatever investment. Only for a few different reasons. We collected eggs today, this morning. We ended up with roughly about 3 dozen eggs in one day. Like, one day we collected 3 dozen eggs. Now, let's sit there and say that you're doing that every single day, and, you know, you're collecting in between 2 dozen and 3 dozen eggs every single day. Right there is a food source by itself. I mean, yes, sitting there eating eggs every single day for the rest of your life can get quite boring, but worst case scenario, grid collapse, you know, stock market crashes, Great Depression type stuff, eggs are a great food source, and if you're getting 2 to 3 dozen eggs every day, give or take, because, you know, obviously some days you could have more, some days you could have less, but, you know, you're getting 2 to 3 dozen every day, like, you're gonna have yourself a good bit of eggs. Like, you're gonna be eating eggs, a lot of them. So right there, you have a almost unlimited supply of food. Granted, not the best food, not something you'd get bored of it pretty quick, honestly. But regardless, you have a almost unlimited source of food. Now, when you sit there and look at the outside of the eggs, you know, you got meat chickens, you got egg chickens, then you got multi-purpose chickens. You know, I want to get a setup going here pretty soon to add meat chickens into the mix and kind of throw a rooster in with them, because we have a few of them, and allow that rooster to pretty much fertilize the eggs and just constantly do the whole reproducing meat chickens. Gotta figure that one out, but kind of want to run that one before Tractor Supply stops selling them. But yeah, like, you sit there and you dive into the meat chicken aspect of things, and even like even just regular chickens, I mean, you're not gonna get like 500 pounds worth of meat off of a chicken, but at the same time, if you have chickens specifically set aside to butcher at the end of every year, end of every season, whatever, that's gonna add meat to your freezer. Like, no matter what way you look at it, whether it's 20 pounds, 50 pounds, 10 pounds, whatever, that's meat for your freezer. And when things are going south and, you know, grocery stores are shut down or run out or whatever, that 10 pounds of meat is going to be better than having nothing. Plus, on that end of things, I would rather personally sit there and eat something that I know what it's been eating, instead of going to the grocery store and getting these chemically enhanced freaking whatever they put into the meat at the grocery stores. Like, I would personally rather sit there and raise my own animals and do it that way. And then finally, bug population. You sit there, you have free-range chickens, which is what ours are right now. I would personally like to get them condensed into one spot. That way, you know, we don't have missing chickens. But it's a work in process, or in progress, whatever. But yeah, bug population. You sit there, you let them free range and just kind of eat everything they find. You're gonna, you know, reduce the tick population, the flies, the bugs, you know, everything around you that you don't really want to deal with. So right there, there's just kind of my opinion on why I feel chickens are the best ones to go with. And before I forget, I almost completely forgot this. When it comes down to chickens, they're relatively cheap to purchase. Food's relatively cheap. And they're pretty independent. Once you sit there and get them out of the stage where they're in, like, under the heat lamp and everything, and out free range or in a cage or in a setup, they're almost completely independent. Like, very little maintenance besides cleaning up their area and feeding them. Like, versus goats or pigs or, you know, other livestock. But that's just my opinion. I mean, I'm still learning. I'm still, you know, diving into things, trying to figure everything out. But yeah, let's hear some thoughts and opinions on what you guys think is the best animal for the homestead livestock type thing. Put it in the comment section. Hit the like button, hit the dislike button. Also, would be greatly appreciated if you hit the subscribe button. Always need more subscribers to be able to reach out to more people and do the things. But yes, it's hot out here. I'm directly in the sun and I don't like the heat. So I hope everybody has a wonderful day.